I have earbuds, so it doesn't matter.
Ah, cool. Right. So just getting ourselves onto YouTube. And that's it. We can make a start. So good morning. Welcome to Upper Body Thursday. Let's find ourselves a space. Let's get ourselves just warmed up. So jogging just nicely on the spot. Get the heart rate up. Let's not it. That's it. Nicely done. And then some star jumps and jumping jacks. Get those big joints moving. And from here, back in this jogging gently. Okay, we'll kick that out. Right. So this morning we're going to do 5 exercises specifically targeting our biceps, the muscles down the front of our arms, allows our arms to bend, our triceps muscle down the back of our arms, straighten our arms, and our back, so the big lat muscles down the back of our backs. We'll start off with some of the in a bent over position. So you'll need some weights as we go into some bent over rows. So remembering to keep our back as straight as we can. We're going to use our arms as levers, let them just dangle down. And we're going to squeeze our back to raise our arms up and slowly return them back to the starting position where it's just hanging. So when you look at it from the side, you might see I've got my legs bent, backside back a bit, just so I keep that back nice and straight, nice and protected, and raising our, squeeze our back, and we'll come all the way back down for a stretch. From there, we're going to pin our arms to our sides. Our elbows will just be locked in space, and we're going to go into tricep kickbacks. These are our triceps. We're going to drive our arms back and slowly bring them back to the beginning again. Again, keeping our back nice and straight. All the way back, over to return. We look at it from the side, from the front. Again, it's just all the way back, all the way to the front. Moving from there into tricep overhead extensions. We'll bring our arm overhead. Then we're going to drive our arm up into the air, really squeeze our triceps and slowly return it down our back, keeping our elbows to the side of our head as close as we can. As you can see down the back, we're going to try and stretch as far down our back as we can, so we're stretching our triceps before then driving it back up into the air again and slowly returning back to the beginning. After we've done that, we're going to switch our focus to our biceps. We're going to pin our elbows to the side of our body, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to go some bicep alternating curls. So one arm up and then the other, keeping both of them in constant motion throughout. As we get to the top of the movement, we're going to squeeze our bicep. And as you can see, we've only got motion from the lower part of our arm, from the elbow down. From there, we're going to turn our hands so the palms are facing. As we go for hamstring curls, we're going to drive both of them up at the same time, squeeze our biceps, and slowly return back to the beginning. And again, when you look at them from the side, same as with the alternating curls. The only part that's moving is our forearms, everything from the elbow down. Okay, any questions? Cool. In which case, let's make a start with set number one. We're going to do 4 sets as always, 10, 10, 12, 15. So get ourselves into that bent over position as we go into our bent over rows. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there, pin the elbows side of the body, go into tricep kickbacks. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Oh, too many. I was enjoying those. Okay, standing up. We're going to go into tricep overhead extensions. So elbows to the side of our head, driving our arms into the air. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Bring our arms down, pin our elbows to the side of our body. Go into alternating dumbbell curls, palms facing up. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And from there, palms facing each other, which you can get a little bit extra range of motion on these. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, pop the weights down, have a break, grab a drink. I'll pop the timer on. Hopefully you both had a great mid of the week. We've got over hump day now. And ready for a great end of the week as I finish off Thursday, Friday and go into the weekend. Excellent. Oh,
For once, it was stunning weather yesterday. So I was treating myself to lunch outdoors with a couple people visiting and then did some work outside in the park on my laptop.
that is fantastic. Nice to hear. We had the inverse, so we had quite a nice day on Tuesday, but yesterday was very, very wet. And so my son Dom, rather than going skating, because he usually tries to go skating for an hour or two in the afternoon, he went cycling instead. We came back a little bit wet, but again, thoroughly enjoyed it because it wasn't cold; it was just rainy. It's always interesting. It's
Speaking of
always
thoroughly enjoying,
set number 2. Nicely done. Okay, so I'll keep them with 10 reps. Just making sure we're now going to focus on our connection. So as we get into our bent over position, we're focusing on our back. So feel it as you're squeezing those muscles to raise your arms. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, go from there. Pin our arms to our sides. We're going to tricep kickbacks. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, standing up straight as we're going to tricep overhead extensions, pinning our elbows to the side of our head. You can really focus on that squeeze of your triceps as you drive your arms into the air, not stretch down your back. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. From there, switching our focus from our triceps to our biceps. As we're going to alternating bicep curls, bringing our elbows to the side of our body. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there, twist our hands so that now palms are facing. We go for dual arm hamstring curls. Again, focus on that squeeze in your biceps as you bring them up and holding them for that second at the top before lowering back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hold the waist down, have a break, grab a drink. Put the timer on. Let's see. Excellent. So what does the back end of the week bring for you guys? Oh, got a question in the chat. That's what. Why are hamstring curls always harder than regular bicep curls? Okay, so you just changed your hand position. That's one thing. So you're using a slightly different set of muscles in your forearms. Also, you're getting that extra range of motion because when you're in standard curls, you'll find the dumbbells will stop you moving beyond here. Whereas when you go to hamstring, so your palms are facing, you can get your arms all the way down. So you've got that extra like inch or two of extension at the bottom of your movement, which gives you extra range of motion. So you're actually traveling more when you're in hammer strength than you are with like a normal bicep curl, which is kind of here. So the combination of the extra movement plus the change in your forearm position does make it feel just that little bit more than what you did before. Hope that helps. Just like set number 3 is going to help, especially as we start to focus again on our tempo. Okay, so getting ourselves into our space, back into that bent over position. Again, really remember to protect your back, even if it means pushing your backside back out a bit. And speed-wise, faster on the way up, squeeze your back, and then slow on the way back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, from there, pinning the arms to the side of our body, keeping our elbows still. We're going to our tricep kickbacks. Again, fast on the way back, hold it and squeeze for that moment, and slow on the way forwards. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, standing up straight as we're going to tricep overhead extensions. As with the others, it's faster on the way up. Really squeeze those triceps and then slow on the way down. Really feel that stretch down your back. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Switching our focus, let's go back into our bicep curls, starting with our alternating bicep curls. This one, keep both arms in motion, but there should be that slight difference in speed. So on the way up, you've got it going a little bit quicker. Hold it for a brief moment at the top while the other one's coming down, and then vice versa. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Then our palms face each other as we're going to hammer strength curls. Again, arms pinned to the side. Faster on the way up, and hold it for a second and slow the way down. I'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, put weights down, have a break, have a drink. Oh. So today. Oh, yeah, definitely feeling the forearms. I've seen another message in the chat. Yes, it is. It makes a big difference, really. And it's interesting when Dom does it as well, because Dom does a lot of climbing as well with his girlfriend. So he finds his forearms, especially when he's climbing, they get to a point where they just don't move anymore. So he finds the same with the difference in the using the weights, that actually he can start to change how his muscles are working, and that's having a direct impact on his performance in things like climbing, because he's now able to hang for longer, which is great. So again, you can start to see how the simple movements we do here play out in other areas of your life. And you do the same, Jason, when you've been talking about how a lot of what we do with, for example, lower body and core has really helped with what you do with ultimate frisbee. So it's always
Legs
nice to
too.
see.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Oh, lower body, you said. Yeah, legs
Yeah.
for sure. One thing I self-corrected with the hammer strengths,
Mhm.
I found out because I went to a slightly slower lower weight. I found out that I was sort of crossing. I was kind of coming in a little bit more. And when I
Mhm.
focused on being parallel, there's a little bit less on the forearms
Yeah,
and more on the biceps.
yeah, yeah.
I just, I didn't think about it. I started doing this, and I think my forearms were more engaged. But with here, is more of focus here.
Perfect. Excellent. Biomechanics. And it's great to be able to read your own body. Just like it's absolutely fantastic to be able to read set number 4. Don't get any better, does it? I know. Okay, so bringing it all together as we go into our bent over rows. So again, keeping that back nice and straight, nice and protected. Squeeze our back. Really fire as many of those muscle fibers as we can. And then faster on the way up, slower on the way down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, staying bent over, pin our arms to our sides. We're going to tricep kickbacks. We're going to go 15 of these. Bring it together. So faster on the way back, slower on the way moving forwards. Really squeeze those triceps. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, standing up straight. We're going to tricep overhead extensions. Again, faster on the way up, slow on the way down. Really squeeze those biceps and use it for that massive stretch down your back. Triceps even. We'll start using 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Change our focus onto our biceps now. So we're going to alternating bicep curls. 15 reps. Really focus again. And keep that speed constant. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And from there, arms facing each other. Let's go into dual arm hammer curls. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, pop the waist down, grab yourself a drink. And that is the end of another body session for today. Hopefully you guys are feeling it now in your arms and in your back. Have an absolutely super day ahead though. Hopefully that recovery doesn't take too long. Looking forward to seeing you guys for lower body tomorrow. I know Jason, you said you might be doing tennis, so fingers crossed, might see you, might not. And if we don't, have an absolutely fabulous weekend. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Martin.
All
Take
right.
care.
Take care. Bye bye.